Ladies and gentlemen, my mic is actually hooked up for today's episode. That's nice.
And we're early.
Yeah. Welcome to another
TD's
edition.
late.
He is indeed. A fourth and forever. Y'all normally know that we're late all the damn time, but today, 5 minutes early. Unfortunately, it's going to be a bit of a shorter episode because we have a meeting that we need to attend to here in about 35 minutes. But luckily, not a lot's been going around in the NFL today. Of course, outside of a couple of key storylines that we must discuss. However, Richie, how's the good life, man? Talk to us.
Yeah, I mean, I know you're not into the Knicks jam, but all I'm going to say is last night was one of the most heartbreaking sport experiences in my entire life, how they lost that game. So been better. But outside of that, it's another day. We're excited about a lot of potentials for Roundtable Sports, events plannings, Buffalo event, Jets Media Days in the work. So I'm feeling good, man. Weather I wish was better to lift me up on this fine Thursday, but it's not. So we'll see.
So safe to assume you're not a big Halliburton guy.
God.
So did he hit like a game winner, like with like a second left or something like that?
Well, he hit, he thought it was the game winner, and which he did the signature choke sign, but then his foot was on the line, which it was not a 3-pointer, it was a 2-pointer. So it tied the game to force overtime. And then the Pacers won in overtime.
So
and the Knicks choked. Well, I don't want to go down this past history, but Reggie Miller in the 90s, Knicks Pacers, one of the most craziest experiences ever. Reggie Miller for the Pacers scored 9 points in 40 seconds to beat the Knicks in the playoffs in the 90s. And Reggie Miller has a signature choke. And that was like one of the biggest moments in basketball history. And then Tyrese Halliburton, Pacer, Reggie Miller's calling the game. So he hit the Reggie Miller on the Knicks. Because we choked the game. We were up by 14 points with 3 minutes left, and we somehow like choked. They just hit shot after shot. It was ridiculous, man. I can't believe it. TD was calling me while I was live. I'm like, get this, I'm not answering you.
He's calling you?
Yeah, when the Knicks blew it.
Bro.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal. But the one thing about basketball is different than football. It's not one game in the playoffs. It's a 7-game series. So
man, you know what? Like, I did hear that Knicks fans were heartbroken, but of course, I feel like that's something right there that should be encouraging. That it is a 7-game series. So, when's the next game?
Tomorrow night.
I
will not be streaming it though because it's Paul's birthday. We had some plans with him, so I'll be at a sports bar with my buddies tomorrow night to see it. But Dan, last night was probably the most heartbreaking and devastating loss of my sports fandom life. That's how bad it was.
Damn.
Like terrible. Like picture the Buffalo Bills. I know it's different because the playoffs is sudden death. So like if you lost the game, you're out. The Knicks aren't out of it. But picture them having a 17-point lead entering the fourth quarter. Right? Yeah. 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. You're feeling good and they blow it. Like that's what it felt like.
Damn, bro.
Yeah. Pretty bad.
It's like the 13 seconds game for me or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. The 13 seconds game for you. That's what we just went through. But the difference is the Knicks aren't eliminated because it's a 7-game series.
So I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, man.
But losing at your home floor like that, oh my God. And I was celebrating, man. And I was like, let's go. We're getting game 1. That's huge. And then just bang, bang, bang. You're just like, oh no. Oh, it sucked.
Yeah. What's up, TD?
Oh, we're live already, huh?
We're live already, man. What's good, TD? Welcome to the show. Fourth and forever. It's OTAs. Dolphins, Bills haven't started OTAs, correct?
No, not yet. We start on the 27th, my friend.
Oh, wow. I guess the reason why the Jets are starting early is because we have a new coach. Is that why? I think so.
It's a brand new coach, man.
We're getting a head start. Ooh, we're getting a head start, you bums.
It's a brand new coach. TD, how's life, man? Talk to us.
Everything's it's okay. I'm a little down right now. I had a really bad situation happen last night.
What happened?
Don't fall for it, Dan.
My Knicks lost.
Don't fall.
My Knicks lost.
God. Like, dude, like he can never get me at anything like that again.
Oh, Richie, I didn't have to get you. I told you, Richie. Pacers in 5 now. It ain't even 6.
You didn't even tell me nothing. 5. You didn't tell me nothing. What'd you tell me? You told me the Knicks will lose against the Pistons. You were wrong. You told me the Knicks were going to lose against the Celtics. You were wrong.
You know what I was right about, Richie?
Newsflash, TD. This isn't football. This isn't a 1-game series. 7-game series.
Brunson was choking all 4 quarter. Choking.
Oh? Brunson?
Brunson
who lost the game. It was OG who lost the game.
Brunson lost the game.
Brunson kept hitting. Brunson hit every shot.
He could have turned it over 5 more times. Y'all just lucked out.
Neesmith was just, gosh, I don't even know what that was. But hey, man, it sucked. But the good thing about basketball, like I said before, 7-game series, not a 1-game series.
This is a 4-game series.
All right, we have Cody coming in with the $10 donation. Richie, don't leave your backpack at this event. TD told you about them Pacers, but y'all don't want to listen. He's always right most of the time. Fins up.
Well, what Cody's referring to is the backpack that I lost in the Miami event. Dan, you were not there, so you don't remember that story. That was
at the beach.
At the beach. I left it there, and then we had it, and we caught it on film because we were recording footage for the vlog, and I rewatched the film, and I see there's the backpack on the curb. We went back there, and it was gone.
Always gone.
It was gone, and unfortunately, the backpack had my girlfriend's favorite bathing suit in it.
Richie thought I lost it, Dan.
Yeah. Well, so I did tell y'all this story as well. When we were at the Super Bowl, right? For some reason, I woke up. I was super flustered because I was really wanting to get right to the airport. I missed my flight, so I was just like, okay, whatever. So I'm just gonna rent a car and drive back home. I get back there and I left my entire suitcase in the Uber, and I didn't realize until I was halfway back home. I didn't tell you that. Oh yeah, dude. I left my entire suitcase right in the Uber.
That is
halfway home.
How did you get it,
man?
Yeah, no. It happened. I never got it. No. So it was only clothes, right? Because I did have my backpack with all of my electronics and stuff like that, and it was basically just all the clothes I wore at the Super Bowl gone. So the Uber driver called me. He's like, "Hey man, I have this and suitcase here for you. I could meet you wherever." And I was just like, "Yeah." I was like, "Dude, just throw it out, whatever."
Dan, you know why that is that's so crazy? Why? The same Super Bowl, when I flew in, I took a Uber home like an hour from the airport. And I got out the car, went in the house. 20 minutes later, my driver calling me, "You forgot your suitcase." And he turned around and brought it back.
Well, isn't that nice? Yeah.
So it looked like both of y'all lost y'all's and I regained mine. That's what we do, baby.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, he did, man. I just had it in the trunk, I guess, and I was so flustered because I missed my flight. I was like, okay, I gotta drive home now. So I got out, I walked into the rental car agency. I got my little whip. I was driving back. I was like, "Where the fuck's my suitcase at?" And then it was just too late. And by that point, which is a pain in the ass. But anyway, I mean, we're all talking about events here. I want to remind everybody that the Buffalo event, man, only 11 tickets left. I just got off of the phone with Rico, and it sounds like that there's about to be 2 more purchased any minute. So 9 are technically left, folks. Again, Roundtable Sports and Buffalo Fanatics, Rico and Z-Bot, are going to Bills Miami Thursday Night Football, Week 3. We have secured tickets to the Caesar Sportsbook Lounge. It is an enclosed area of the stadium, weatherproof. Best view in the stadium, if you were to ask me, plus a live show at Southern Tier Brewing the evening before, where you not only get to hang out with us, but you also get to witness a live preview show. 9 tickets left, folks. Go on ahead and secure yours if you are serious about attending. I know that my boy JD the Great is already locked in.
Yeah, man. Tickets are very, very scarce. Like I keep reminding everybody, these tickets, we do not have a lot. So if you are considering coming, I would recommend getting those tickets ASAP before they get sold out, because we cannot add any more after these are gone. And don't forget, your ticket also comes with an exclusive access to our live show in person, AFC's Roundtable, the night before. The only way you can see us in person for that event on Wednesday night, September 17th, is if you get the tickets through us, and we're going to have our own little private area, and you guys can hang out with us the night before, eat some food, have a good time, and talk some trash.
Talk a little bit of trash, man. We have my boy JD asking to be a mod on my channel. I'll make you a mod on the channel, bro. I'll make you a mod on the channel to keep the peace. You do a wonderful job for all of our other pieces of content over here, man. We can make that work. All right, so hopping in to one of the biggest storylines. I feel like we ignored it yesterday, but now that all the specifics of the contract are out, I have to talk about Brock Purdy's deal. Okay, $181 million fully guaranteed. I think when it comes down into it, he's like top 5, top 7 in several categories as far as average annual value. But I got to tell you guys, I actually don't hate the contract. I really, really don't. I was afraid that the Niners would have given them a very obscure type deal. But right as you can see, this, in my opinion, is great for both sides because number one, you give Brock Purdy a lot of guaranteed money, but they still ultimately end up finding a way, a potential exit after the conclusion of the 2027 year, right? This year, he's not much of a cap hit. And right as you can see, it's only $9 million. Following year, 24. Following year, 30. Before he ends up getting into the 50s per cap, which is going to be a large portion of their overall cap spend, they could walk away by saving close to $46 million in cap savings and only eating $16 million dead cap in 2028. So if they want to revisit the drawing board and find a new quarterback to take over, or even if they start to get signs this year and in 2026, they could always end up drafting somebody in 2027 just in case it doesn't work out, wipe their hands away, right? This dangerously reminds me of the Trevor Lawrence contract, which at first I hated, but then I saw the specifics. I felt a hell of a lot better about it. Talk to me, guys. What do you think about this? We saw Nick Wright come out and say that the 49ers overpaid a quote-unquote pedestrian QB. No matter how we think of Brock Purdy, I think that this was very smart from the organization's standpoint, especially since they have an exit, technically. TD, talk to me.
Yeah, this is that Tua deal, man. This is that Tua deal all over again. But here's the problem, Dan, with this deal. It looks like an exit, because the Miami Dolphins should have had an exit out right now on Tua's deal. It just looks like an exit. It actually isn't an exit, and here's why. Look down at the bottom at the contract notes. Just like Tua contract, an additional $15.3 million becomes fully guaranteed on April 1st of 2026. See, what happens is if he makes it to 26, if he makes it to 27, all they're doing is guaranteeing the 28. You see what I'm saying? So it looks like a potential out, but now they're starting to do this with some of these contracts, which is locking them in even further. And you see the last little piece, $7 million of 2029 salary is guaranteed if he's there in 2028, which is not much. His real out is going to be after 2028, unless they want to bite the bullet heavily, because they guarantee more money as time goes. I just think that this is a bad deal. I think that the NFL teams are giving bad deals across the board now. They don't realize it because they think it's a good deal based off of the market. But what's the goal? The goal is to win a Super Bowl. You're not winning a Super Bowl like that. You're not. I mean, you pay a quarterback who can't carry a team that kind of money. It doesn't help the recipe. Okay. Somebody argue with me. Well, Jalen Hurts got paid. Have you seen Jalen Hurts' contract? Jalen Hurts' contract is a steal.
It is
when you really look at it. And then on top of it, he didn't have all those options built into his as well. So I just think this is a bad deal. But they'll be just like the rest of these teams that sign them. Realize 4 or 5 years later, we just can't win with this formula paying this much to the quarterback. And that's what the league is going through right now.
That is indeed what the league is going through. Richie, thoughts on the Brock Purdy contract? So I feel like you've been somewhat of a sympathizer for Brock Purdy, right?
Have I?
/ maybe not, right? Or maybe it was you and me who called him right-handed Tua.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Brock Purdy guy.
Maybe he's a little more durable.
Got it. Was this an overpay, or so do you think was the best that the front office could have finessed?
Yeah, I think
for both sides.
I'm not the biggest Brock Purdy guy, but based off of the current status of the NFL and how these contracts happen, and he needed to get paid. I mean, there's no world where Brock Purdy plays this season without a real contract. So I think it's a great contract for who Brock Purdy is. I think that, like you broke down perfectly, Dan, you can't look at this contract when it comes out and evaluate it just off of AAV. You got to look at the details. You got to look at the outs and compare it to Trevor Lawrence, compare it to Tua. This is the same breath. All first round, well, Brock Purdy, excuse me, not a first round pick, but all quarterbacks that are good enough not to be great. I mean, they're never going to get over that. And I don't want to say never. I don't want to ever put that on a quarterback. You never know. Players can break out, besides Tua, because we know what he's about. But, this is the market, and this is how you get paid by being a starter in this league. It's that simple. If you're a starting quarterback in this league and you're good enough to be a starter, you will get paid like such, right? Like, for example, the contract the Jets gave to Justin Fields has not proven he's starter worthy yet, which is why he got $20 million a year. And if Fields balls out this year, next year, this is the exact contract that Fields would get if he proves to be a starting level quarterback. Like, this is the market. This is when you are the franchise guy of an organization and you're building around them. This is what it's all about. And I think that it's a good spot for both parties. It really is. And I don't think you can't read too much into it. I'm not looking at this as an overpay at all. I'm really not. I think that is what the market says it is.
Oh my God, Dan, you know the drill already, boss. Yes, sir. There you go, bro.
Oh, you froze when you did it.
No, it was just that fast, bro.
I don't know. Your connection's going in and out right now.
It was just that fast, brother. Dude. Nice little right hook right now. Oh, by the way. So I really wish that one of us had a PC, but we don't. Because StreamYard actually... Oh, you do have a PC?
Oh, no. Okay. Why do you believe anything he says, ever?
The Knicks going to win the championship.
I don't know. Because StreamYard is now allowing you to stream directly to TikTok.
No way.
Oh, yeah.
Only on PC, though. Dan, guess what? You'll be proud of me. I did an experiment last night.
Oh, go ahead.
For my Knicks live watch party, I streamed on TikTok the entire time with my iPad.
Dude.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
It went well. I had I got 3K views, the total.
Nice. Hell yeah.
I got a gift, which was from my girlfriend. Thank you. But yeah, I got a bunch of followers nice. and I don't know. I just propped it up. It wasn't connected with StreamYard. How many
did he get?
7 new followers.
Okay.
Take it.
Nice.
44 comments, 7 new followers, 1.1 thousand likes.
1.1 thousand likes.
So I don't know. I mean, I've never done a live stream my entire life on TikTok. So that was my first time doing it.
So
but when it got to the overtime. Yeah, I don't know if you guys have a separate tablet. You don't want to do your phone, right? Because you want to be on your phone during the games and stuff.
Yeah.
But if you have a separate tablet. Yeah, this is what you do it for.
And so is that an iPad right there?
This is an iPad mini.
Oh, it's an iPad mini.
Okay. So it'll work on that. It'll work on iPads, all right?
That has, look what it says on the back.
You got to focus, Richie. You got to focus it. It's not going to
come on.
It's personalized.
It says Richie Roundtable Sports. Richie Roundtable Sports on it. So maybe I'll get you guys all an iPad mini and it says Tony Roundtable Sports, Dan Roundtable Sports.
Oh, you would do that for us.
Yeah, on the company card though.
you would do that. Sick, yeah.
No, but yeah, it was pretty cool. I experimented and I'm definitely gonna keep doing it. And my Knicks TikTok is blowing up. And I'm feel like my Knicks TikTok is gonna surpass my Jets one, even though I just started it.
Dude, you know what, man? It is quality. It's quality. But all right. So I have been keeping up with the Shamar Stewart issue, right? He is a rookie right now who is currently sitting out from OTAs because he does not like his contract. And as Richie pointed out a couple of days ago, it has to do with language. Well, an article ended up coming out from the Draft Network that's really pinpointing everything and trying to place blame on who's at fault here. And this is what it is saying. He is upset that his signing bonus when it comes into training camp does not match Amarius Mims and Miles Murphy's from last year, who were round draft picks for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it does not match Dallas Turner from the Minnesota Vikings, who was also selected 17th overall in 2024. It's a clear precedent that is typically followed that all of those rates are normally around the same as far as how much of a training camp bonus you get when it ends up hitting your account. And Cincinnati is just not budging on this. And to summarize everything, per this author, it says, to put it plainly, the Bengals are being cheap.
Well, they've always been. That's been their problem.
They have. So I'm asking you, whose side are you on here? Shamar Stewart's or the Cincinnati Bengals? TD.
The player, always the player in a lot of cases like this. The Bengals don't like to dish out bonus. They don't like to give that upfront cash. I don't know how true it is, but some people say that the owner doesn't have it like that or whatever. I don't know how true that is, but yeah, it's kind of crazy to me. You got to do what you got to do as an owner. You got to believe in your team that it's going to come back tenfold. But at the end of the day, I'm with Shamar Stewart. Matter of fact, hey, trade me.
Wow.
Trade me.
Trade already.
Trade me to somebody who want to give me my proper due.
Trade already.
Why not? Look, because they run a fine line with not wanting to budge. And you already dealing with, what's his name?
Yeah, with Hendrickson.
Hendrickson, same position, right?
Like that's like both of your starting defensive ends that's being added to a defense that struggled tremendously last year with a brand new defensive coordinator who's trying to install his new defensive scheme. Yeah,
he have leverage because of Hendrickson's situation.
He's not
even have leverage now.
And so, dude, he's not even asking. He's not even asking for a significantly massive bonus that is exceeding Dallas Turner or exceeding what Amarius Mims got last year. He just wants the same. Yeah. I don't think that it's a bad thing. And some people are like, oh my God, these young players, man, they're not happy with millions of dollars. It's the exact same way in any other professional career. It's the exact same way in any other professional career, man. If one of your colleagues is getting significantly more than you and you have the same job description, same responsibilities, you'd be lying to yourself if you said you wouldn't be pissed. Richie, thoughts on this? Shamar Stewart or the cheap-ass Cincinnati Bengals? What do you got?
Man, Dan loves everything about this, painting the Bengals as bad organization.
I do. It feeds my narrative, man.
I know. It's feeding into your narrative more than you can ever imagine. Yeah. Just in time for them to send you home this year in the playoffs. But I think that
they haven't been in the playoffs in 3 years.
Well, this is a year-by-year league, Dan. What's happened 3 years ago doesn't matter because, Tua is going to be healthy this year, and they're still going to stink. Mm-hmm. So, you never, you know what I mean? Things change every single year, and I can't wait to hear TD's excuse next year to be not injuries. So,
can I ask you a question, Richie?
What up, TD? TD Finstock.
Have you witnessed the Dolphins in the last 5 years say, hey, we stayed healthy this year, like the majority of the team? Have you? The answer is no.
I can see it.
That's right. That's the missing piece, Richie. And if it happens.
And you know where that is, though? I think there's something deeper that you need to realize. The good organizations stay healthy. Why? Because they have a good athletic training staff. They have a good operation and practice to prepare their bodies. So I think there's an operations issue within the Miami Dolphins organization that you're just ignoring and using it as a scapegoat. You think it's just all pure luck. I think there's something there. And also, these teams that get it hurt, they still perform despite injuries. The Dolphins have never proved that they can win despite injuries.
Yeah, but if we stay healthy, we'll be okay.
But the thing is, you're going to stay healthy this year, and you're still going to fall short of your dreams.
We'll be better than the Jets.
And if that's the only thing that matters for you, then congratulations. If you being better than the Jets and you still falling short and you're happy.
Buffalo. They're not exempt. They're not exempt. Y'all going to see at that event. Y'all going to see at the event. I don't want to hear nothing when y'all lose, Dan.
I can't believe we're going to see. This is the first time we're going to see a TD and Dan going after. Usually it's me and Dan, and then we saw me and TD for these events I'm talking about in person.
I'm ready for this one.
I'm excited. I'm so excited to not be involved in this game at all. Really,
I just need my team to show up for this one game.
It's good because I do have backup with Z-Bot and Rico too, so that's good.
Well, he's got JD the Great.
Mm-hmm. True. I got more than that coming. I got another ticket.
Yeah, sure.
Be in purchase in 2 days. Don't worry.
It's gonna be in 2 days.
Yeah,
we're gonna show up. We got Dolphins fans coming. And guess who? What's his name? The Chief. The two guys that rock with us. The Chiefs fan and the Bills fan. They're friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the name again?
It's Anthony and King James.
King Jamie's coming. He said he rooting for the Dolphins. So
King Jamie's not coming anymore.
Yeah, he can't make it.
Can't make it. Anthony's coming though.
Well, he's better root for the Dolphins.
So back up for Dan, baby. Let's.
This sucks.
All right.
I'll be wearing my Jets green though. Is that okay? Do you think they're gonna get upset with me? Or I'll wear AFC East. I can wear AFC East Roundtable stuff with the Jets hat.
Yeah. And just wear some AFC East Roundtable merch.
Especially if the Jets beat you the week before. Oh boy. Okay, I'll say this, Dan. I'll wear Jets stuff only if the Jets upset the Bills the week prior.
That's fair.
Do I get a pass if that happens?
Yeah.
If we upset the Bills the week prior, I'm wearing my Jets Garrett Wilson jersey in that suite.
Hey, Richie, I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you.
You got New England on week 2, no?
Oh, we'll take care of them. We ain't worrying about them. But I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you to take care of the Bills in
what game? Week 2? Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, man.
The Bills going to be 0-2 when we play them. Who y'all playing week 1, Dan?
The Ravens. Smackdown.
L.
Smackdown.
You remember last year, Richie? You remember last year?
Smacking those Ravens.
Hey, what was the score last year, Dan? What was the score? Ravens Bills.
Oh.
You think? Oh,
we lost Dan. His connection was in and out. Yo, TD, we got to bring back the Roundtable cast this year. You down?
What's wrong?
Yo, what are we talking about?
Do you want to bring back the Roundtable cast from last year? Remember the playoffs? Me and you streamed the playoff games together.
Oh yeah, but you mean divisional games?
No, Bills Ravens, for example, games that don't involve the Dolphins and the Jets, like Sunday night football. Ravens Bills. We do a show
last year. Remember?
What's up?
We like dual streamed them and stuff.
That's what I'm saying. We do it together and dual stream on all channels.
Y'all were the hater squad.
I feel like that was fun because we were calling the Bills playoff games and we were like, all right, let's see the Dan Mitchell cam, and then we were screen share Dan's.
Yeah. We bringing that back, baby.
No, that was cool, man. I think we got to actually make the Roundtable cast a thing and hire some other people to do other primetime games. I know I'm talking some business on 4th and Forever right now, but Roundtable cast should be a live reaction, watch party, play-by-play for every single primetime game this year.
I feel like I'm all right with that. But yeah, guys, like right before we wrap up the show, like I said, we have a meeting that we need to get to. But for the last couple of minutes of the show, unfortunately, we saw an NFL owner pass away yesterday. It was Jim Irsay. He ultimately ended up passing away. Nothing but respect straight to his family in the city of Indianapolis. He certainly did a lot for that organization. Sucks to see. Richie, any further thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, that just came out of nowhere. I think when you think of Jim Irsay, he was one of the most down-to-earth, involved with the community owners in this league that you just respect. And it's sad to see him go very unexpectedly. The guy's very active on X. The last tweet he made was yesterday morning wishing the Indiana Pacers good luck in the Eastern Conference Finals. So it's sad story. You know, it's the big picture of life that, you know, when stuff like this happens, it all brings us back down to earth, and just like this stuff is just scary. So rest in peace, and condolences go to the family. And I'm sure the Indianapolis Colts are definitely going to honor him throughout this entire season. And I mean, throughout the rest of their history, because he's a big reason why the Indianapolis Colts are who they are today. And so what you got on that, TD?
Yeah, man, at the end of the day, the NFL lost a family member. You know, the owners are they're the top of the mountain when you really think about it. They own the league. They make all the decisions. He helped build this league. His votes every year, his running of that organization is it's a fraternity at the end of the day. And you know, it's that fraternity, it extends. You start to realize even with what we do, we're a part of the fraternity because we cover it. We picture it in an image to those who consume the content and stuff. So at the end of the day, rest in peace. We lost the owner. It's sad. And you know what? He'll never be forgotten. They'll always remember his name, his era when he was running the team. So I just wish the best for him and his family through these hard times.
Oh man. Yeah, it's sad to say. Again, nothing but prayers and thoughts over to the family. And the NFL lost a quality owner and someone that was wildly entertaining as well. He was very entertaining, like while he was the owner, indeed. So,
for real.
Folks, thank you so much for tuning in.
Just want to respond to Doug real quick, because Doug's upset that we're ending the show early. Just a reminder, we are very committed to this show, number one. Number two, we have an important meeting at 2:30 that is centered around a potential event for Roundtable Sports. And we started earlier today on purpose so we can try to make this as long as possible. So, yes, this is a 30-minute show, and we had another meeting yesterday. So just bear with us, folks. Just know we're doing a lot right now behind the scenes to make sure that Roundtable Sports is a well-oiled machine, media sports beast coming up into next season. All right, that's what it's all about. Richie Fresh comes in with a super chat real quick. What's good, boys? Richie, get your Knicks in there choking in order. My God, wings on me wherever you boys go when you're here. Richie Fresh, I know, man. We needed to get punched in the mouth to achieve great things. Knicks in 6. Appreciate you, Richie Fresh, for the $5 super chat. I predicted Knicks in 6 to start off the series, and in order to win in 6, Dan, you got to lose 2 games. That's how I look at it, baby.
Oh my God!
Got to lose 2 games in order to win in 6.
They gonna win in Indiana.
Yeah,
you know how hard it is to play in Indiana. Oh my gosh!
6-1. The Knicks record is on the road in the playoffs. By the way, on the road. So with
not against Indiana,
against Boston, undefeated.
Yeah.
No, actually 2-1 against Boston.
With a hurt Tatum.
No, we beat you actually 3-0.
It don't matter, Richie.
All right, later we're out. I can't deal with this guy hating on me.